is mean, dear even unto sisterhood. Do you perceive what heaven through us intends to realize, before it is our turn to die from all the bad which grows from Oedipus, what was not bad actually?
Ever since the two of us lost our two brothers, who both died in the same day, each by the other's hands, and since the leader of Argive city left himself the same night, I have heard nothing else either to make me happier or more miserable.
I know what you're telling me, and for that reason I made you come outside here to tell you something privately.
What is it? I see you have some big mystery to unveil to me.
Hasn't King Creon preferred one of our brothers to have a tomb, and with contemptuous treatment withheld it from the other? Our brother Eteocles duly, they say, as by law was due, King Creon buried beneath the earth, rendering Eteocles his honor, among the other dead below the earth, but the dead body of our brother Polynices, miserably slain, they say it has been given out publicly, that no one may bewail him, no one may bury him. All must leave him unwept, for unburied and unsanctified, as a little prize for birds to watch.
What good is to be this way? What can I effectuate by helping or hindering anything?
Look, are you going to join me? Will you work with me?
Alas, O sister, think about how our father died. Self-convicted, abhorred, dishonored, blind, his eyes poked out by his own hand, and how she, who was at the same time his wife and his mother, took her own life, violently hanging herself with a knot of wood. And how our two sad brothers in one day killed each other in a created common destruction. We are now left alone. All you have to do is to consider how miserably we will die if, despite law, we disobey the command of kings. We must remember that we are born women, unapt to cope with men, and being ruled by those mightier than ourselves, we have to tolerate these things and more. As for me, I will ask for pardon for commoners in order to survive, but I will submit to those in power. To do more than this is madness and not wisdom.
Then in the future I will not ask you to help me, nor shall you any more share in my reward. Despite what you want, despite my generosity, do what you think is right. I will bury our brother Polynices. Meeting my death this way would only be honorable. And as for that capital crime of reverent duty, I choose to die by his side. It is more important that I satisfy those divine powers than I satisfy earthly powers.
I am not one to throw hatred upon things, but I was born too weak to compete with the state.
Yes, you can say that, but I will still go and dig a burial mound over my dearest brother. I shall encounter nothing more grave at the very worst than an honorable death.
Then go, if you must have it this way, and take this criticism with you that you are going on a fool's mission. True lover, you are no less to your beloved than he was to you.
No man shall bury, none should cry for him, unburied, shamed in the eyes of men. His body shall be devoured by dogs and by birds of the air.
We hear of your desires, both for the city's friends and her foes. It is your rulership's prerogative to pass judgment on the dead and on us who have survived them.
Then let's see that what has been demanded is performed.
Let that command remand to someone younger than we.
What about Polynices' body? Guards should be assigned already.
Then what else is there, otherwise, which you would lay upon us?
Not to conspire to disobey me.
There's no such fool as the one who would embrace his own death.
Death would be the penalty, but men quite often are brought to ruin by their own dreams of gain.
My lord, I will not say. I have come breathless by speed, by nimble footing, for truly I have many reservations in my mind, haunting me as I came, because my heart whispered all sorts of advice. Poor wretch, why go? To meet your punishment? Wretch, pausing again.
By all accounts, you are very tactful, and you avoid the question entirely, but clearly you have something to tell.
Yes, I do. Serious tidings induce much hesitation.
Once and for all, will you speak? Speak out, and get it over with, and go.
Why then, I will tell you. Someone just recently buried the body, added the proper rites to it, and has left.
What did you say? What man dared to do it?
I do not know. There was no sign of any stave. No dirt was turned.
Once and for all, will you speak out, and get it over with, and go? Or have you witnessed God's honoring bad people?
My lord, my heart misgave me from the beginning. This must be something beyond his nature.
We were ready to swear by burning iron in hand, or to pass through fire and call the gods to witness.
This is what destroys cities. This is what roots men from their homes and trains and deceives the minds of honest men, inspiring them to animalism. This teaches men how to misbehave.
May I ask permission to say a word, or shall I turn and go?
Can't you see that your babbling tortures me?
How deep does it discomfort you, in the ear or inside?
Why do you care where my irritation lies?
I have never been the perpetrator in this business, though.
Yes, you would, and for money you would sell your soul.
What? This is ridiculous that a man should be suspicious with nothing to be suspicious about. I wish the perpetrator were found. Fate must decide whether or not you will not, with certainty, see me returning here. Bless heaven if I am safe from here, away from this conscription, whether it were fantasy or just a dream. This is the woman who has done the deed. We arrested her burying him. Where's Creon?
Here he comes again, from his house, in emergency.
What is it? By what manifestation am I here? You've caught and bring her how and where?
Burying him herself. You can imagine the rest.
Are you serious? Do you understand what you're saying?
Yes, I am saying that I saw this girl burying that body which you forbade to bury. Am I speaking plainly and clearly enough?
How can this be, that she was witness caught in the act?
And we taxed her as to her past offense, as well as this present one. Not one thing did she deny. It was pleasing and pitiful.
Do you, I say you, with your own downcast face admit or deny that you have done this deed?
I say that I did it, I do not deny it.
Get out of here, wherever you want to go, sir criminal. You are acquitted of a serious charge.
Yes, I knew it. What would stop me from knowing? It was plain.
And you took the liberty of overstepping my law?
Because it was not God who ordered this law, not the God of justice living among the other distant gods, which gave such a law to men. And if my present action seems foolish to you, then it is as if I am found guilty of folly by the mouth of a fool.
Lo and behold, you, the strong spirit of a strong father's child, unapt to submit to misfortune.
And his dead enemy, wasn't he your brother as well?
It is no shame to pay respect to our own flesh and blood.
Why pay then? Honors to one brother, which dishonor him the other brother.
Yes, the same father's and the same mother's son. The dead do not protest my honor, you do.
One who was spoiling this country, while his rival stood for it.
It was not just anyone who perished, but a brother. Who knows whether reverence here is not reverence there?
The enemy can never be a friend, even in death.
Well, I was made for fellowship in love, not fellowship in hate.
Then get yourself down to it and love. If you must love the dead, no female while I live shall order me.
See, where out by the doors, Ismene weeping drops comes grieving like as a sister, and a cloud overhanging her eyebrows mars her dark flushed cheeks, and moistens her face with pitiful tears.
And you, who like an unknown snake have crept into my house and sucked me bloodless, while unknowingly was fostering you, twin fairies to the upset of my throne. Come, tell me, shall you say that you also shared in this burial? Or do you protest in innocence?
Yes, I have done it. If Antigone says that she has, I join with her to share the blame.
Justice will not tolerate that. You refused to participate, and I had no partner.
In your trouble you are in, I would not blush in guilt in claiming companionship for what you have yet to suffer.
To whom belongs the credit which only death and spirits can tell? A friend in only words is not a friend for me.
Do not shame me, sister, by denying me my death and honoring the dead with you.
Do not mix your death with mine. Do Do not claim work which you did not touch to do. It is enough that I die.
But what shall I care about life if I lost you?
Ask Creon.
Why do
He's
you
the
mock
one
me
to whom
so
you are
for no
dutiful.
good reason?
No, I am sick at heart if I am mocking you.
No, but what else can I do now, even still, to help you?
Save yourself. I do not grudge you your escape from death.
Oh, unhappy me, and must I miss in sharing your fate?
You made your choice to live. I made mine to die.
Not if you count the words I never said.
According to some you are right, according to others I am.
Then we are equally failing.
Be courageous that you are alive, but my life died long ago so that I could serve the dead.
Between you two girls, I swear that one of you has proved her stupidity. The other one was born so.
Oh, sir, but the bad cannot keep the intelligence with which they are born as it flies away from them.
Your intelligence flew away when you choose to join criminals in their crimes.
How could I live onward alone without my sister?
Do not say my sister, for you have none anymore.
You would put to death your own son's bride?
He can find another wife.
Not if he is truly destined to her.
I hate any wife unworthy of my son.
Oh, dearest Haman, how your father disrespects you.
I'm tired of your talk of marriage, and I'm tired of you.
Your own son, will you tear her from his arms?
Death will prevent the bridal right of embrace for me.
I see the death sentence of this girl has been determined.
Then we see the same. We see an end of wasting time. Slaves there, take them inside. They must live as women from here on out, not tolerate to blabber all about, for even bold men flinch when they view death right beside the edge of life. Being men, we have to be sent to school to learn reason from a boy like this.
No boy that is dishonest, and even if I am young, it is not right to regard my age rather than my loyalty.
What loyalty is it? Pay homage to criminals.
To criminals, I would not even ask respect.
The city's supposed to prescribe my laws?
Look, by what you are saying, how new at leadership you are.
I'm supposed to rule this country according to a will other than my own?
A city is not a city which belongs to one man only.
Is the city not to belong to him who rules it?
Only to the brave, and you are the king of an empty land.
This man, it seems, fights on the side of a female.
And you are the woman. I'm saying this for your sake.
Oh, criminal, to betray the rights of fatherhood.
Criminal only because I see you sinning against righteousness.
I'm sinning to maintain my rule as sacred?
You desecrate sanctity by abusing the honor of heaven.
Poison heart, female submissive.
You will not find me serving what is wrong.
I'm telling you, this talk of yours is all because of her.
And for you, and for me, and for the gods which we are beneath.
She will never live to marry you.
If she does die, she will not die alone.
Are you grown up enough to threaten me too?
Where is it a threat to speak against selfish words?
Selfish boy, you yourself shall regret your words.
I would call you wrong if you were not my father.
You woman slave, don't try to make me a bitch.
Do you expect to be able to speak and not be spoken back to?
Do I expect that?
You shall never see my face again.
Both have spoken well. The man is gone, my lord, head full of rage, and mine so young, when infuriated, are dangerous.
Let him be. Let him imagine more or do more than any mortal can. Nevertheless, he will not redeem the death sentence of those two girls.
Both of them? Is it your will to persecute them both equally?
This is a good point. Do not kill her who did not touch the body.
Then how do you want to kill the other?
Drop her down into some depth where no man has ventured, in that rocky cave with only enough food to confess her sins. So that's all the city escaped the guilt of bloodletting, as she shall be buried alive. There she asks him, Hades, the one god of death, whom she respects, letting him decide she shall not die. Or there, at the latest, shall she recognize that it is wasted work to honor the dead.
Look at me, people of my native land. I go my last way, I gaze upon the last light of the day. Why do you scorn me this way?
Away with her! Wall her up tight in some deep catacomb, as I have commanded.
The same storm still possesses her.
with the same precipitation of spirit.
Then our guards shall regret their slowness in this.
Woe for me, the word which is said comes hand in hand with death.
I may not say be comforted, for this shall not be. I have no words of cheer.
O city of Theba, O my country, Lord, the fathers of my race, I am led from here, I linger now no more. What doom is mine, and at whose hands, and for what cause? I duly perform the dues of piety.
What do you want now, Reverend Tiresias?
I will tell you should obey the seer.
I've never departed before from your advice.
Now again you should think that you're walking the razor's edge of fate. Where's your honor in your slaying the slain? Alas, does no man know, does no man think?
So far I think being foolish is the worst of harm.
That is the sickness which fills your nature.
I'm not interested in arguing with you, young prophet.
And all the tribes of kings are fond of gain, even through disgrace.
Do you know about whom you are speaking? I am your Lord.
Yes, you have saved the state, but it was I who gave it to you.
You're wise, young prophet, but you're in love with being wrong.
You will impel me to utter my still dormant predictions.
Go on, only be aware that you do not speak of your own interest.
For a gang of you, I will not speak anymore.
You shall not toy with me. Be sure of that.